This week on TGC News, Ruger has a red dot, RemArms brings back a failure, and HiPoint beats everyone to the punch. Welcome back to another episode of the Gun Collective News, the only gun news show that covers things that you actually care about. My name is Jon Patton. We have a menagerie of guns for you today, so sit back, relax, and get your fingertips ready, probably thumbs, to tell me what you think about all of these guns today. We'll kick things off with something that's not a gun. Ruger has a new optic. Yeah, it's kind of weird, right? They're not an optic company. It's called the Ready Dot optic, and it's super affordable at an MSRP of 99 decreasingly valuable paper exchange tokens. I guess they got tired of the partnership that they had with Crimson Trace and wanted to own the entire offering. To be fair, if you were to grab a Ruger Max 9 with their optic, it only bumps the price about 50 points, and that's not bad if the optic doesn't suck. However, I'm betting that it would fall apart after racking it off of one of our range tables. What do you guys think about that? One of the things I've been thinking about a lot these days is how I'm going to be financially secure into my retirement. Yes, eventually I will retire, I hope. And I know a lot of you guys are probably thinking the same things. So I want to share today's sponsor with you, and I'm going to keep this short. Genesis Gold Group offers two different ways to invest in your future. Physical gold, of course, that was the one that drew me in.
I love gold!
That stuff has been one of the more stable investments that you can make, and it's physical currency. And they also offer a gold IRA. So basically you can roll over your old 401k, which has been all over the place the last couple years, into something that, again, has a little bit more stability. Now, I'm not a financial expert by any means, but Genesis Gold Group is something you definitely need to consider. There's a bunch of info on their website, link below to check that out and learn more for yourself. Moving on, tons more to cover still. Remington Firearms, otherwise known as RemArms, has reintroduced an older design in hopes that it doesn't the bed again. The Model 783 is back. The old Remington did a piss-poor job of marketing and selling these, so let's hope the new version doesn't follow the same trend. I'll keep this simple. There are three main versions of the gun. One with a synthetic stock and sort of a longer barrel, one with a synthetic stock and a short and thick barrel, and then one in this new image coming soon camo. That must be for the digital generation. Depending on the model, you can get it in one of 7 calibers: 243 Win, 7mm.8, 6.5 Creed, 308 Win, 270, 30-06, 7 Ren Mag, and 300 Win Mag. The whole claim to fame with these is that they are ultra affordable. With an MSRP around $500, they should compete directly with the Ruger American series of rifles, but Ruger has years of interesting models and reliability under their belt, while RemArms has a bankruptcy and one of the largest trigger recalls on Earth under their belt. Time will tell if they've got their crap together this time around. ZevTech has a new rifle out called the Core Combat Rifle. Essentially, this is an AR-15 with less frills, sort of meaning to be a go-to-war capable thing. That said, it's got a 16-inch 223 Wild barrel, Zev muzzle brake, M-LOK handguard, radiant safety, ambi charging handle, and otherwise, it's a fairly straightforward gun. Zev makes some incredible handguns, really good. So do you think this rifle will carry the weight of the 1,600 credit price? I don't know. Moving on from there, TriStar Arms has a new one called the LR94. And they're a bit more classic looking, I guess you could say, than some of the other lever guns that we've been seeing. It's not a tactical lever gun. You can have it with either a 24 or 22-inch barrel, 5-round tube mags, chambered in 2.5-inch 410 shells. And before someone tries to correct me in the comments and say, oh, there's 2 3/4-inch, that is a 12-gauge size, not 410, which comes in 2.5 and 3-inch versions. All of these come with some version of Turkish walnut furniture because they are Turkish imports and they use mobile style chokes. There is a standard matte black version, the case color version, and the nickel version. MSRP is kind of an insane $990 for the matte black version and then goes up to $1,100 for the case color version. When I think of Turkish imports, I generally think of cheap knockoff designs, and that MSRP hurts my feelings a little bit. Rolling forward still, HiPoint snuck one in on us. It's called the 3095 and it's chambered in 30 Super Carry. To my knowledge, this is the first rifle chambered for this cartridge, and I am very curious on the ballistics of this. When we reviewed the Smith & Wesson EZ in 30 Super Carry, one of the most common questions we got was, when is a rifle or PCC version coming out? Well, surprise, surprise, HiPoint beat everyone to that punch. It is the same as all of their other carbines, so like 16-inch barrel, 10-round mag, adjustable stock, and it has a threaded barrel, so you can run a can or a comp or whatever. MSRP is $369. Nice. SIG has a new version of the Cross called the Sticks, or STX. Think of this as a more tactical or duty version of the Cross. They come with a 20-inch barrel in either 308 or 6.5 that has a SIG QD muzzle device for their cans. This version also has a full-length 20 MOA pick rail on top so that you can mount like clip-on night vision or maybe a laser for Call of Duty quickscopes. The stock is the same aluminum folding one as before. It also has the same fantastic safety as before that has that ledge, that's great. And then the paddle mag release is also the same. And since SIG doesn't list prices on their website, I need you guys to make it up down in the comments. That's always fun. And while you're down there, don't forget to bookmark the link to our sponsor, Genesis Gold Group. More stuff still. Stoeger has a new version of the STR9 called the STR9 MC. I tried to make an MC Hammer joke work and it just wouldn't. MC stands for micro compact and it's kind of a tiny, slim double stack gun. Yay. Long story shorter, this has a 3.2-inch barrel. It's about an inch wide and comes with an 11 and a 13 round mag. It also is optic cut for the Shield RMS pattern and has the MSRP of 479 credits. That puts it in line with some really healthy competition, so I am curious whether or not it can stack up. Also in new stuff this week, CZ has a carbine version of the Scorpion 3 Plus. I'll keep this short. It's a carbine version, so it has a longer barrel, handguard, and stock. Everything else is the same as the pistol version. Not surprising. MSRP is 1,000 shekels. Man, that was a really short segment. You know what else is really short? This ending.